Now to breaking news. Massachusetts State Police confirmed to Western Mass News one person is injured after a two-car crash on I-391 in Chicopee. Officials say this crash happened northbound near exit 4 around 4:30 this afternoon. We're told one car hit another's rear end, sending that car into the nearby tree line. The driver was pinned between a tree and the car. The extent of injuries of that driver is unknown at this time. No injuries were reported in the other vehicle. Stick with Western Mass News both on air and online as we work to learn more.